Lost is on.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bite Size Thursday. This is Bite Size Media, a subsidiary of Off Slate Media. We're watching Lost because it's good, right?
What do you think?
Yes.
Okay. This week we're watching episode 16, Outlaws. With a name like that, I assume it's a Sawyer episode.
Yeah, you're right. It's my best Sawyer impression. It's not very good.
That was more like a
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, or a Jack.
Could you imagine
Nicholas.
Clint
Jack
Nicholson.
the golfer?
I do that every time I
Nicholson? That's kind of more like this. Could you imagine Jack Nicholson on the island? He's like, "Hey, Kate, how come you like that doctor fella? You should come over and stick your tongue in my ear."
No. His entire role would just be his character from The Shining, Frozen, just on the beach sitting like this. Or however he does it.
Yeah. Could you imagine Clint Eastwood, though, on the island, no? Where he'd be kind
He'd
of...
give Locke a run for his money.
He'd just be like, "Is that all you got to say, Chesty?" I don't know. That's Lapidus' nickname. He's got that look about him, and then he's like, that's a mighty fine polar bear you got there. I'm going to have to shoot it. Sorry.
How old is he now?
He's like 93.
Is he still in, acting in movies?
Acting, no. He just directed a movie this past year that was his last movie, and it didn't get a theatrical release.
What was it called?
Juror number 5, I think it was called.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Juror number something. I hear it's good. Yeah, he's old. But we're talking about Outlaws.
Lost is on.
Lost is on. See? Jack Nicholas. What does Jack Nicholas sound like?
I don't know.
He lets his club do the talking. Or did. Is he dead?
I don't think he's
You're the sports person, Aaron. Come on.
Yeah, you like all the fake sports.
Golf's a real sport.
It is. It's a real
It's easy for Jared.
frustrating sport. Hey, he's still alive. And
easy
he's
for
being
Jared.
sued by his own company as of 3 days ago.
Oops.
He's 85. Jack Nicholas, the Golden Bear.
The Golden Bear.
I always do that when I talk about those two different people, though.
Uh-huh.
I can never remember whose name is who. I blame Microsoft for that because I had Jack Nicklaus Golf on the computer, and it was my favorite golf game.
I grew
in
up with Tiger Woods
1995.
Yeah.
PGA.
Oh yeah, I eventually evolved into that, but when
good
video
games,
games were still
Yes.
when video games were still like FMVs. It was like real footage that they animated to the input of a button.
Oh! I didn't know that was called. I just called that clips.
You're
right.
It's more in depth than clips. It came out when you were 1, so it's okay.
Anyway, I don't remember anything about this episode. We'll hit start. The first flashback will start and probably also go, "Oh yeah!" But I don't remember this. What do you have to say?
I remember distinctly in the previous Sawyer episode, I mentioned a number of things that I expected to happen in the flashback that did not happen at all. So I'm wondering whether all of those things are going to happen this time.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I'll not worry about repeating them now, but...
Do we have another Sawyer? No, this is the last Sawyer one for the season.
Oh wait, is this the one where he falls in love with the Mark?
I think so.
Is this the one where he gets conned? Trying to pull a con?
No.
I thought that was the thing. Like this husband-wife con team, con him.
No, that's not how it works out.
But it's something similar.
It's like he teaches the girl how to con.
And then she cons.
No, and then he gets cornered by the person that he was supposed to bring the money that he got from her out or something like that.
It's something with a woman.
Obviously, it's Sawyer.
So,
Yeah.
So before we start, again, that means we're going to see beautiful women and what's his name's chest.
Yeah, but not Chesty.
Why can't I? Yeah, not Chesty. That's Frank. What? Josh Holloway. That's it. We're going to see Josh Holloway shirtless.
Whatever happened to him?
Wasn't he? We mentioned this weeks ago. Let's watch the episode before we keep repeating everything.
All right.
Why'd I grab that?
All right. Y'all ready then?
Yeah.
Let's get lost. Welcome back. We just watched Outlaws. I don't know why that's plural, but
You gotta ask yourself, boy, do I feel lucky? What'll do you, pork chop? Here you go. There's Clint Eastwood in this episode.
if it would have been Clint Eastwood in this episode, he'd have pulled the Dirty Harry gun, which would have been comical.
It would have been more like, damn bastard, peed on my shirt. We're getting bacon for breakfast tomorrow.
Okay, guys, what did
Sorry.
what did we think? What did we think of this rainy episode?
What did we learn today? That Sawyer lied about killing someone when they're playing the I Never
No, he
drinking
drank.
No, he drank.
I thought he said he didn't.
He said,
drank.
I never, and then he
Killed
drank
one.
because he lied. He drank when Kate drank.
Gotcha. So he has killed
Yeah.
him. Okay.
I'm pretty sure
we
he's
did
killed
just watch
more
it
than
happen
one.
also.
I don't know.
So
I've never played a drinking game. That's not true. I played the game, but I wasn't drinking. So it wasn't a drinking game. It was just a game. I had Mountain
may I
Dew.
ask what game it was?
I don't even remember. We got in trouble for it a little bit. I didn't tell you that. We were in the lounge area in our dorm. It was like we were on the floor up with some friends, and they had drank in there before, and I don't drink, so I just had a Mountain Dew with me. And they weren't breaking, like they weren't being rowdy or loud. They're just laughing a little bit. And the two RAs come in, and they're like, you're not allowed to be drinking outside your rooms. Like, that's a big no-no.
I would believe that.
Which, sure, I didn't know because I don't know those rules. And then I'm thinking, like, am I about to get in trouble for not doing anything wrong?
Yeah.
But then they said, okay, we'll let you off this time.
Usually
because they didn't know. I just don't do it again.
Yeah, right. They didn't know.
They had said, we've done this multiple times and no one's ever walked in and no one's ever said anything.
That's because no one's ever walked in.
Yep. So that's that little story. So that's why I didn't know how these games work.
Let's not get started on stories of drunk RAs.
I
could go for days.
Yeah, I know.
For days.
Yeah. But in this episode, we get quite the Sawyer backstory, and what did we say? Everything we predicted in the opening, in our little intro, came true. The first image.
That's not true.
No.
The
two things, your two check boxes came true.
and then one of yours.
No. I said that this was the one where he trains a girl to con.
Yeah.
It's not.
You said the Jack's dad thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't say that until it started, and I was like,
Okay,
Yeah,
that
was
that's not
during
this
the
one.
previously on.
Yeah, but the first image of
They do
Sawyer
that
in this
previously
episode.
on Clever. Because it's not really directly related to Sawyer at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were like, hey, are we sure this is a Sawyer episode? And I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, yeah. But the first image of Sawyer in this episode, he's shirtless. And then, the second flashback scene is him with a beautiful woman going back to his hotel room where Robert Patrick's just sitting there. Good old Hibbs. Yeah, quite a bit actually happened for Sawyer. Like, I feel like some of these, not that much happens. It's like one thing, and but
Yeah.
quite a bit actually kind of did happen. And then him chasing that pig is really funny. Nate, I told you.
Peggy.
She kicks him and goes, ah! His yells, I've said it in previous weeks. Josh Holloway's yells are really good. And him yelling, ow, was fun. The first thing he does when he sees that boar going through his stuff in the beginning, he just grabs like a piece of metal and just, ah! Starts hitting it. I don't know. And then, of course, the peeing on the shirt. He peed on my shirt. It's personal. It's true. The pig, it was
He took it
harassing
out of
him.
the bag and peed on it.
Kate's stuff is fine. His stuff is just ripped to shreds. And then it peed on his shirt. It is personal. The pig is going after him. It's the spirit of that shrimp guy.
Right.
Yep. Duck it.
Duck it. But we have the second occurrence, well, technically third occurrence of a flashback crossover, because the others being Sun and Jin being behind Jack in line, and then of course Sawyer being arrested for something.
Yeah.
And we still don't know why.
I wonder if the original plan for the episode was to somehow be that Jack's dad connects them all or something like that. Because I remember him showing up a lot in flashbacks.
I think he still is a pretty key connector for most, if not all of them. But I don't know about how much more this
and again,
season.
Spoilers. One thing that I do remember about him is that he is also Claire's dad.
I forgot
It is
about
a very
that.
random thing. It was a very random thing that I remembered the other night. I was like, wait a second.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I forget. And just like we said, we started the episode right away. Oh yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah. Like it wasn't even the episode. It was the flashbacks. You're like, oh wait, it's this episode. We're like, great. We spent 5 minutes on the actual recording part, and we're like, I don't even know. We hit play. Previously I lost. Oh, it's this one.
We were talking about it being the wrong one when we introed it.
Oh.
We do our research here at Off Slate Media.
So if we could chat a bit about how we felt about each character's flashback episodes, because I wanted to say, like, both the Sawyers have been really good. Charlie's are decent. I think the first one is more memorable than the last week's. Boone and Shannon's was
Boone and Shannon's
interesting. Jack's are the most common, I feel like, and it's pretty engaging. Locks are very engaging. We've only had one so
make
far.
me want to rage.
Yes, Sun and Jin's is very interesting. We're getting a Jin one next week.
Did you cover Saeed's yet?
Saeed has very interesting ones.
I think that's why he was always my favorite when I first watched this, because it's very interesting.
And it's a very different perspective than we have.
Hmm.
And then Claz has been the most interesting in like supernatural aspects so far.
Poor
Oh
Aaron.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because everything else has been just like basic flashback stuff, but that one was like, oh, there's something else up.
Yeah.
Oh, with the medium and everything.
Yeah, like there is this like ominous feeling to it that the others do not have. And we still have again, Jin is next week, Hurley's coming up, and I think that's it for...
Has Hurley even had one yet?
No, his only one is in a couple weeks.
Oh, shit.
Numbers.
DJ Qualls is in his episode.
All right!
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, and
DJ Qualls is the guy from New Guy.
And Hustle and Flow. He's the white guy.
I don't know what any of that means.
He's got big ears and big nose. You'll know him when you see him.
I'm sure I will,
Yeah. Oh, and then Michael and Waltz. It's an interesting flashback, but there's not much more to it that I remember. They kind of covered every... Is there another one in the second season? Oh, yeah, second episode is a Michael episode of season 2.
Well, yeah,
And then there's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But So far, most of the flashback episodes have been good, but, like, Sawyer's are really good.
Yeah.
He's got the juiciest, pulpiest backstory. It's a pretty tragic start to his life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember the boots came in. I go, I remember the scene. Does he get down on a knee and, like, see it? Oh, he's sitting. Oh, yep, that's what he does. Yep, that's right. I knew that.
Yeah.
I just forgot. Did I cut someone off?
No.
Okay.
I wonder if someone in that, like... Nah, I don't want to talk about that.
Too far in the future?
No, I was just going to say, I wonder if someone in that state who... I've never been that mad where I've wanted to actively murder someone.
That's a pretty high bit of rage. He also could have been drunk.
That too, but then, like, so, like, you wonder, like, was it just a blind rage to where it was, like, kill person that my rage is directed at, and then if he'd have found Sawyer, would he have killed him too, or just shot himself in front of his kid? knowingly.
That's why I
instead
think
of
he was
unknowingly.
drunk. Because he didn't really... There wasn't much time of, like... he killed someone, and there's, like, no extended bit of remorse or, like, realizing. He just kind of walks in and does it. So it's like, oh, he's either drunk or he planned to do this.
Yeah.
But he sounded pretty mad at the door to be pre-planned. Like, I feel like
Yeah.
if he was planning it, he would have just calmly come in and did it.
Yeah.
As horrible as it sounds, but it just sounds like it was rage and probably
Alcohol or
drunkenness, yeah.
something.
Poor Sawyer.
Yeah.
Wow.
No joke.
And then I like that. I like the two Shepherd conversations in this. His talk with Jack's dad is actually a really nice little scene because it's against that crossover, but it's like, okay, I like this. We get some insight into both. And then when he talks to Jack at the end, the first like civil conversation they've had, and you said earlier, and it's like, yeah, that really is. And he even like hears the little, that's why the Sox will never win the series. And he kind of, what did you say? And of course, just like earlier talking to Saeed about the whispering, in both cases, a character asks him why, and he just doesn't answer. I was waiting for, like, you see it in his face, and he goes, no reason for the Jack one. And then Saeed is like, no, I'm not hearing, I didn't hear nothing. Walks away all big and masculine and beautiful.
He does have a mane on him, doesn't he?
He does. It's a good-looking guy. Good actor, too. If you're watching, hello.
Watching this show,
Hey,
about a show you were in.
Algorithm,
20 years
make
ago.
it happen.
I don't think people like that watch YouTube, if I'm perfectly honest. They don't have time.
Maybe not.
YouTube is for plebeians like us.
Subscribe, fellow plebes. That's about all I got. It's pretty self-explanatory, the origin of how he became this way, and he kills a guy that is not the guy. Mm-hmm. He's doing, as you said, dirty work for Hibbs, which pretty compelling flashback in this, and incorporated into the whole boar spirit animal thing because
Now
Locke
I think he
brings
really
up
might
the dog.
kill Hibbs the next time he sees him.
Probably, but that won't do anything. You have to throw him into a vat of lava to kill Robert Patrick. You get it.
Yeah, I do.
T2.
Oh. Whoa.
He's the bad robot. The bad robot.
And with that, join us next week as we watch the next episode of Lost, which will be episode 17. I don't see the episode on the screen in front of me. What's it called?
It is ellipses in translation. Get it? Lost in translation. Guess whose backstory it is? I mentioned it, but guess whose it is? In translation.
Jin.
Oh, it's Jin.
It's Jin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've had a son backstory, a flashback, which you have both of them in it, but now it's his perspective. So I'm excited to watch that one. But that's next week.
Yep.
And until then, Jared, where can they find us?
Do you want me to do it in the Jack Nicholas voice, as you would say?
Yeah.
You can find Off Slate Media on Facebook, Instagram, and the funny TikTok. Also on X.
Formerly known as Twitter.
And you can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio. And if you want to like and subscribe, you can go to YouTube and ring our bell and like us and rate us on all those apps and check out our groovy website.
Well,
That hurts my face.
hopefully that didn't scare you enough and you want to come back as we just continue to get lost.